All right, welcome to Bozeman, Montana, 2021-2022 Class B state tournament. Here, Vikings getting ready to take on the Manhattan Tigers. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes, and Val's with you pregame. Yeah, brought to you by the Bigfork Harvest Foods. Getting the pregame on top of the seniors. And I might bring that up at halftime so I can get clock running 15-minute warm-up. So I'm going to bring up the coaches, what I had when I sat down with Coach John Hollow. So pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. All your grocery needs, including amazing bakery and deli. 8111 Highway 35, Bigfork, Montana, 837-5010. Last game, it was Three Forks 56-54 in overtime over Malta. And the winner of this game will take on Three Forks. The loser will take on Malta. And talked to Coach John Hollow prior to last night, before today's ball game. This is what he had to say. Well, we'll continue with the pregame show here with Coach John Hollow of the Bigfork Vikings, and it's the night before. Talk to the seniors now. You're going to talk to the coaches. They get ready for the state tournament, and talk to the guys, and that was obviously a goal of yours to get to the state tournament, like every team, right? And you guys had a lot of success, not early, but I think against those Class A schools that, basically five of your 8 losses are against them. Were against good teams that really probably pushed you and made you better, because all of those schools in the postseason, those Class A schools, so that I probably made you a better team. Talk about that. Talk about your regular season and your run through districts. District title at home, played Eureka, and then you played them again in a divisional title game.
Yeah. I could probably sit here and talk to you for an hour about all the different things I'm proud of. And the season, I mean, it's been a journey. It's been ups and downs and all arounds. But the kids have persevered throughout the whole thing, and that's something I'm most proud about. We were talking. I can't remember if I told you this or not on the radio, but I think we had 8 losses this year. I still believe Florence is in Mission or as good as anybody in the state that should be here, but I think 5 of our 8 losses were to conference champions or something like that. So, yeah, do we want to win more games? Absolutely, but we had the option 8 months ago to go to Shelby and play some Class B schools, or we had the option to go to Frenchtown and play some Class A schools. And so thank goodness for Mr. Provecchio giving us the option. Both us and the girls wanted to go play. We wanted good competition to push us, and that's what we got this year. We had a tough schedule, and it is what it is, but I also think that's what's propelled us to where we're at right now. Districts was awesome, having it in the gym. That'll probably never happen again in the history of Bigfork unless we go back down to Class B. So that was awesome. The community was unbelievable. Divisionals, we played really, really good 2 games. Didn't play our best basketball against Eureka in the final. Got up early, and to their credit, they fought back. As we told the kids, though, good teams find ways to win when you don't play your best basketball, and that's what we did. Every team wants to be at the state tournament. If you don't, you're in the wrong business. Coaching-wise, you're in the wrong business. Playing-wise, our goal to start the year was regular season district champions, which we accomplished. District champions, which we accomplished. Divisional champions, which we accomplished. State champions. Okay, we got 3 games to try to get to that place. One thing I told the kids, and I don't want to keep yapping, and I'm sorry, but one thing I told the kids is Bigfork has been very, very spoiled the last 8 years, and I mean that sincerely. Yes. It is so hard to get here. You've got to play, in Class AA where I'd been, Class A where I'd been. You got to win 1 or 2 games, and you're here. You got to play good at districts. You got to play good at divisionals. Your regular season obviously has a bearing on how you're seated for all that. I mean, it's tough to get here, and I'm really, really proud of this group of kids that they were able to accomplish that. Everybody sees the final product when you're out on the floor. They don't see the Summers waking up at 6 o'clock every morning, the transformation of these guys' bodies, putting on 20 pounds because they've been in the weight room. I don't see the summer tournaments, the 2-hour practice, it's taken a lot to get here, and I could not be more proud of a group of kids than I am of these guys.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch, and I've enjoyed not only being able to watch them at home, and then getting to do all the district games at home. That was just an unbelievable environment, and our fans, our band, our student section,
it was
all of that was, I think, one of the best environments that I've been around with in basketball. And I hear this all the time from ADs and other coaches. They loved coming to Bigfork to play because the environment that we have there, and it's special. It's an environment to play basketball in.
It is.
I'm glad we got to host it. That was incredible.
It's and this is a huge shout out to the community, like you said, to our band, to our students, to everybody who was there. I mean, it was every high school kid deserves to play in an atmosphere like that, and for everybody to come out and support it like they did, it was phenomenal. I've heard nothing but unbelievable things from everybody I've talked to about it, and it's been a special few weeks for us. It really has, and
I know I've enjoyed it. You guys are 15-8. We talked about that. 15-6 Manhattan. Seen film on them. They, I think, got in by winning at the last second, didn't they? Against was it Lodge Grass or Lame Deer? Yeah. So to get the third seed, talk about them. I mean, their tallest kid, the couple are 6'2". Are you looking to, with size wise, you have a little bit of advantage of that? What as a team tomorrow?
Have I watched film? Yeah, we've watched. Us coaches have watched way too much film, probably, to be honest with you. But here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to do what we do, what we've been doing all year. We're not going to change that. Sometimes when you get to state tournaments or you get into big games, you outthink yourself, you outcoach yourself, all that. So we're going to stick to what we do. I will tell you this about Manhattan. They've got 6 really good, solid basketball players. They're pretty senior laden, so they're going to have the experience. They played in the state championship last year. A lot of these kids had that opportunity to play, and so they're going to be more experienced than we are. I love our size and our athleticism against them. I love it against anybody we're going to play this weekend. I do. I think we're as talented a team as there is here. But as I've told the kids, it's about doing what we do and what we've been doing all year. And if we do that, I think it's, good things are going to happen. But we're going to have to play really good basketball. There's no bad teams here, That's the beautiful thing when you get to these tournaments is every single team here is good. And at any given night, any of these teams could beat anybody. There's not that one dominant team maybe that there has been in the past, whether that's been a Bigfork or whomever it's been. There really isn't that this year. There's a lot of parity, and it's going to be about who's playing the best basketball at the right time, whose guys step up and make shots at the crucial times. And I love the way we've been playing the last 2 weeks. I love the way we've been playing, the last month. I don't know exactly what our record is in the last month, but I like where we're at. But again, we got to go out and produce, and I'm a little nervous for our kids for the first quarter. We get through that first quarter being where we want to be, I think great things. But we've got 9 kids that have never played in a state tournament before, So we've really been preaching all week that, this is a opportunity. This is not something to be nervous about, something to be afraid of, and not that our kids are afraid, but just something. Don't let the moment overshadow you. Stay present. Stay, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things that you probably wouldn't do normally, but, when you get on a big stage like this, sometimes you do that. So we got to get through those nerves, and hopefully defensively is where we'll do that. And then
you can always play defense.
You can, and I told the boys, 20 minutes ago before we sat down in the same room, I was talking to the boys. We are the best defensive team at this tournament. Not a doubt in my mind. These guys are built for a state tournament. They're a great defensive team. They get up and down the floor. We're very deep. It's hard to shoot in these big arenas, and that's to our advantage. That's to the defense's advantage, and so we got to be ready to go. We got to be ready to play defense, battle through the nerves, and get this first game out of the way. And I think, dang, the sky's the limit.
Well, I think you talk about your team, and there's nobody averaging in double digits, but a lot of guys coming, and a lot of guys can score. I mean, a lot of guys coming off the bench. I look at Eli Thornus and his improvement over the year, just a beast when he comes off the bench, really contributing. But in the smoothness and the leadership, I honestly, Colin Wade just being a sophomore, but Isaac Epperly is just, he could take over a game, and I've seen it. He could really just take over a game if he needed to. So I think you guys are well balanced. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game, and I'm glad to be here at State. I'm going to be busy this weekend, but that makes me happy covering both you and the Valkyries. So I'm excited for both teams. And Coach, thanks for joining me on pregame. As always, I appreciate your time. With that, because the people want to hear about you guys out there.
And we appreciate you, James. So, you're down here on your, taking time out of your schedule and away from your family. So appreciate everything you do. We really do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's ball game, and let's go Vikes.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun.
I'll wrapping things up with John Hollow. Last night, I also talked to the seniors and do the short warm-up time. They go at 15 minutes. I'll bring that out to you guys at halftime, and I'll play the senior interview that I did last night as well. The three seniors here, Ian McMahon, Levi Taylor, and then George Brown. So I'll bring that up to you. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting lineup's brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keep from getting you fit? Well, discounted guest passes, personal training, Pilates, 850 Holt Drive in Bigfork, Montana, 837-2582. Doug Malum and the gang at the Montana Athletic Club. First of all, the starters for Manhattan, 15 and 6. They're in their white with orange numbers, little orange trim on their shorts as well. And they're led by head coach Wes Cricht, led by Todd Lusler and Mark Fenno. Well, they'll start a 5'10 senior, 14, Jaden Pierce, captain, 6-foot senior, number 24, Evan Duma, captain also 6'2 senior, number 30, Corbin Johnson, at 6' even senior, number 32, Wyatt Jones, and 6'2 senior, number 34, Marcus Fenno. For Manhattan, 15 and 6 on the season. And for the Vikings, they're 15 and 8 on the season, obviously. 5 of the losses against Class A schools, so a lot of good experience, and they'll bring that to this ball game. Well, for head coach John Hollow, assisted by Justin Clark, Jim Epperly, Adam Jordan, and Dustin Heinzman. You have 6'2 junior, number 3, Isaac Epperly, this captain for the Vikings, 5'10 senior, number 10, Levi Taylor. At 6'3 junior, number 15, Bryce Gilliard, 5'9 sophomore point guard, number 21, Colin Wade, and then at 6'4 junior, number 33, Nick Walker. For the Vikings. That's your starting lineups. Again, brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. Well, about 1:40 till tip here. And the Vikings in their blue with gray numbers, red outline, and a little gray stripe on their shorts. So they'll be in the visitors, basically, uniforms, or the dark uniforms, as they do trade off during the state tournament. Well, nobody averages, double digits. Wyatt Johnson, 5.33. Isaac Epperly, 8.72. Taylor, 5.25. Bryce Gilliard leading the way, 9.56. Colin Wade right behind with 8.11. Nick Walker with 7.62. George Brown even 5.22. So very, very well balanced scoring. Nobody in double digits, but they can go to anybody on a given night, and they can really light it up for Bigfork. Well, earlier, first game for boys, it was Three Forks holding on 56-54 against Malta. They'll advance to the semifinal game, and the winner of this game will take on them at 6:30 tomorrow night for For the loser of this ball game, they'll take on Malta. Loser out action at noon tomorrow, right here. So that's your setup, and we'll get ready to get underway here from MSU here in Bozeman, Brick Reeton Fieldhouse, and host for the 21-22 Class B State Basketball Championship Tournament here. Tip-off brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. So they'll get ready to introduce both teams here, the public address announcer. Actually, Manhattan's 16-6 is the record, so that's updated here for me. So a big ball game here. The winner gets to go to the semifinals. Jack Slaughter out there listening. Yeah, welcome back. I've been here the whole time. Just took a little bit of a break, and we're ready to go here in Bozeman, Montana, as the Vikings get ready to take on the Tigers here in Bozeman. Glad to be with you. If you didn't hear earlier, the Valkyries took a tough loss in the opening game against Jefferson, who was ranked number 1 for most of the year. They had that one girl who put up 35 against Bigfork. They lost that one 61-55. So they'll play a loser out action tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll have that game for you right here as well. 406-270-7384, or you can chat with me on the YouTube channel, and I'll give you a shout out. So introducing the players. So Bigfork should have a height advantage, and hopefully they can take advantage of that in this ball game. Excuse me. Still a little bit of cough. Not totally over it, but we'll survive here in Bozeman, Montana. Went a little bit cold in the morning. A little bit of frost. Bryce Gilliard making things roll for Bigfork. Wade getting introduced. If he gets rolling, 3-point shot, he's really good at that. Both bands here. We got Bigfork's pet band, and also Manhattan has their pet band here. And this is game number 2 on the boys' side. Already 2 games on the girls' side, and we'll have more action this afternoon. Both girls and boys. After this, girls will be up next. As we moving along, about a 3 o'clock ball game. And 4:30, and then 6:30 and 8 on the boys' side, wrapping things up. Eureka playing in that 8 o'clock ball game. So Nick Walker will go up against number 30, Corbin Johnson. Wade gets it right away, gets it to Epperly. Epperly up on the drive, blocked there by Duma. Quickly Manhattan up on the right side. He'll give it up to Pierce. Pierce will give it back out to Jones. Jones to number 30, Corbin Johnson. Bigfork won the tip, but had the shot blocked there on Epperly as he drove. Johnson will quickly out to Fenno. Over to Pierce. Look at the drive. Up and under, misses it. Epperly with the rebound on the miss by Johnson. And Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. Wade will cross the timeline and bring it out to the top of the key for the Vikings. Can you get over to Epperly? Epperly looking. Drive. Up and under. Knocked away and out of bounds. Off of Manhattan. It'll be Bigfork basketball here. 7:11 to go on your Gunlock scoreboard, construction scoreboard. No score here. And Wade to inbound. Gets it into Epperly. Wade to inbound as Manhattan knocked it out of bounds. So Colin Wade gets it into Epperly. Epperly fakes it back to Wade. It's got Taylor in the corner. Looking for Nick Walker underneath. Throws it underneath Nick Walker up off the glass. Scores it for 2. So the Vikings going to take it inside and take advantage of their size with Nick Walker. Trap defense by Bigfork. Taylor nearly stealing it. And bringing it across to Jones. And Bigfork will be whistled for a foul. Foul's on 21. Colin Wade first team foul. 2-0 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Vikings lead early. All right, to Duma. Duma will give it up to Jones. Back out to Pierce. Back to Jones. We'll give it over to Duma. Duma looking. Johnson back out to 14 Pierce. 32 looking to drive. Cut off by Wade. Fakes a three. Does Fenno. Fenno with the basketball. We'll give it out to Pierce. 3-point shot on the way by Manhattan. No good. The shot there put up by 24 Duma. No good. And Gilliard comes down the rebound. Wade with the basketball now. We'll bring it across in front court. Gives it up to Epperly on the handoff. Epperly out. Man-to-man defense by Manhattan. Gilliard over to Wade. Wade looking to drive. Up, under, left-handed. Goes up, puts a shot up. He'll get two as he heads to the free throw line. 5:53 to go. Foul's on Jaden Pierce, his first. And first team foul. At the line, Colin Wade to shoot two for the Vikings. So Wade's first shot is up. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard, and drops. He'll get one more. And the Vikings lead 3-0 here. 5:53 to go here in the first quarter on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Wade with the basketball. Second free throw on the way. This time drops it down. So makes them both 4-0 now here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Pressure put on. Epperly knocks it away. Pass intended there for Duma. So pressure defense put on by the Vikings here with 5:47 to go in the first quarter. Johnson will inbound for Manhattan. He'll give it over to Jones. Jones will give it up to Pierce. Back to Johnson. 34 shot in and out. Gilliard with a rebound. Missed by their Fenno. They'll give it up to Wade. Wade across the timeline for the Vikings. Top of the key looking to hit Gilliard. Gilliard now with the basketball. Underneath Nick Walker. Nick Walker dribbled it off his foot, but he's going to get called for a player control foul. That's Walker's first, and it is the second team foul on the Vikes. Inbound to Pierce. Pierce up the right side. Back to Pierce. Fakes a three-point shot, drives, goes in, loses the basketball. Picked up there by Nick Walker. And he'll give it up to Wade. Wade with the basketball. He'll cross the timeline, gets it in the front court. Gives it over to Epperly. Epperly swinging from the right. Left to right. Gives up Gilliard. Three-point shot by Gilliard on the way. Off the rim, no good. Levi Taylor with the rebound. He'll get it out to Wade. Top of the key. Wade looking to shoot. Up to Taylor. Taylor on the drive. Up, under. Gets it blocked. And I believe that was Fenno on the block. Quickly up to Pierce. Top of the key now. Manhattan with the basketball. Johnson will give it over. Fenno, look to drive, up and under. And Bigfork will get whistled for the foul. It's on 15, Bryce Gilliard. That's his first, third team foul. At the line, number 24, Evan Duma, shooting two for Manhattan with 4:33 to go. First shot up and good. Wyatt Johnson, along with Eli Thornus, into the ball game for Bigfork. And Duma will get one more for the Tigers. Shot up and good. 4-2 now on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Into Gilliard. They'll give it back to Epperly. Epperly across the timeline. Top of the key. Looking to drive. Looking back door. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson on the drive. Up, under. Off the glass. Scores two. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. So Johnson on the nice drive gets hit in the head, makes the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. Johnson's shot up, a little bit strong, no good. Rebounded by Manhattan. Quickly up the court, Jones. Jones driving on Johnson. over Gilliard, floats it up and scores too. 6-4 now on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. The Vikings lead, 4:07 to go here in the first quarter. Wade over to Epperly. Epperly looking going right in the corner. Bryce Gilliard, 3-point shot off the rim, no good. And rebounded by the Tigers. Quickly up Johnson. Johnson in the corner. He'll give it up to Duma. Duma guarded by Gilliard. Johnson going to cut back door. And on floor, foul's going to be called as the whistle blows on Johnson. That's going to be his first 14th foul on Bigfork with 3:47 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding is Johnson, or check that, Jones. He gets it out to Fenno. Over to Johnson, looking to drive is Duma. Duma gives it up to Fenno. Over to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive on Thornus. At the top of the key, 32 on the shot, no, the rim no good. Epperly with a rebound on the Jones miss. Epperly across the timeline, gives it up to Johnson. Johnson looking at, got Thornus underneath. Thornus up, under, off the glass, too strong. Partially blocked there by Fenno, and the Tigers up the court with a basketball. Johnson, and Johnson will get called for the traveling violation. So turnover to Bigfork. 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. 6-4 now on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. The Vikings lead. And Manhattan substitution number 10, Callan Fenno. Colin Wade, 3-point shot, misses it. Rebounded there by Jones. Jones quickly up. Gilliard cuts him off. Quickly out to Fenno. Pulls it up. 2-point shot by Fenno ties the game at 6. That's Marcus Fenno. There goes Wade. Wade, top of the key, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. Knocked away and stolen there by Duma. And he'll give it up to Fenno. That's Colin Fenno for Manhattan. Out the top of the key, Jones with the basketball. 2:25 to go. Floater knocked away, stolen by Gilliard. Out to Epperly. Epperly with the basketball for Bigfork. As Gilliard got his hand on it. Gives it into Thornus. Thornus up. Shoots the floater. No good. Out of bounds. Lost by off of Manhattan. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Cole Konopkic, number 23, checking in for the Vikes. Replacing Epperly with 2:09 to go. Wade to inbound underneath his own basket. Gets it out to Thornus. Thornus. Gilliard. Gilliard looking underneath. Colin Wade, left side. Thornus. Back out to Wade. Wade going to set something up for the Vikes. Wade looking, driving, gives it over Johnson. Johnson looking to drive. Gets called for the traveling violation as he slips and falls for the Vikes. 1:53 to go here in the first quarter. A low-scoring ball game, 6-6, as they adjust here. And 6-6 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Inbound. Manhattan, basket, shoot, misses it. Thornus on the miss by Duma. And Wade will give it up to Johnson. Johnson looking, pulls up, pulls it out, gives it up to Wade. Wade looking over to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Gives it to the corner. Wyatt Johnson. Gonna pull up. Gives it out to Thornus. Over to Wade. Wade, top of the key. Lefty. Kicks it out to Cole Konopkic. Konopkic. Thornus, top of the key. Spin move. Wade, 3-point shot from the left side is good. 3 points by Colin Wade, the lefty. 9-6 now. 1:08 to go here on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Quickly up. Oh, nice pass as Duma feeds Johnson all the way to the basket. And 2 points from Manhattan with 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wade out to Gilliard. Gilliard looking. Kicks in the corner. Cole Konopkic, 3-point shot. Off the rim, no good. Thornus gets a rebound. Takes it up, under. Floats it in for 2. Nice job by Eli Thornus. And 11-8 with 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Vikings putting on pressure defense. Kicks it all the way. A long 3 on the way. Off the rim and over the backboard by Callan Fenno. And no good with 25.4 to go. And a timeout will be taken. No timeout. Substitution, my bad. And Ian McMahon will come in. Cole Konopkic, Nick Walker, McMahon, Epperly, and Wyatt Johnson. So under 20 seconds to go here. 11-8 the Vikes lead on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Glacier Bank, your home, your bank. Member FDIC, Ian McMahon will give it up to Epperly with 12 seconds to go. Epperly looking to drive. Over to Cole Konopkic underneath. Nick Walker off the glass, scores it for 2. And a nice play by the Vikings. Up 13-8, a 5-point lead. Long three-point shot on the way. Would have been no good as the refs waved it off. And I believe that was shot by Johnson. And 1 quarter in the books. The Vikings lead 13-8 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. We'll be back with the second quarter of this ball game here from Bozeman, Montana. Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on the campus of MSU in the 2021-2022 Class B State Basketball Tournament. All right, welcome back. Second quarter. Possession belongs to the Tigers of Manhattan, and the Vikes lead 13-8 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard to start the second quarter. Konopkic, McMahon, Walker, Johnson, and Epperly for the Vikings. I'll give you Manhattan's lineup here in a minute. Johnson, a long three-point shot on the way. Good by Pierce. Fenno in the ball game as well. And both Fennos, Callan and Marcus, along with 24, Duma and Pierce, and 30, Johnson. Epperly on the drive, up and under, scores over in the middle of the court for 2. 7:28 to go. Quickly, Pierce up across the timeline, feeds it over the other side. Back to Fenno, to his brother Fenno. Over to 30, Johnson. Johnson trying to feed it inside. Cole Konopkic with the steal. Gives it up to Ian McMahon. And McMahon going in. Up off the glass. Nick Walker blocked twice there by Johnson. And then Bigfork's going to get whistled for the foul. That's going to be Nick Walker. That's going to be his second. 5 team fouls on the Vikings already. And that should be Nick Walker's second. And 7:04 to go. 5 team fouls to 2. Quickly up, cross, in the corner. Blocked there by Epperly on the attempt by Fenno. Marcus Fenno, that is. So the long arm of Epperly says no. Epperly with the basketball, looking. Gives it over to Ian McMahon. McMahon will give it up to Johnson. Johnson looking. Found Cole Konopkic, top of the key. Konopkic looking to drive in. Get it off the glass, no good. And Walker's going to get whistled for his third already here in the first half. That's going to bring George Brown and Levi Taylor off the bench and in the ballgame for Bigfork. So Walker has his third 6-team foul. 15-11, 6:34 to go here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. And a full timeout taken by Manhattan. So already field goals, Bigfork shooting 40%, 1 of 5 from 3-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throws, and then 9 rebounds, 1 assist. 33% shooting for Manhattan, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 free throws. Rebound 6 and assist 1. So I'll be back with more of the second quarter, the first half here in Bozeman, Montana. The Vikings lead 15-11 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Well, welcome back to Bozeman. Vikings lead by 4, 15-11 here at the state tournament. This is their first game of the day. Day one. So I'll run down earlier action later on is Three Forks beat Malta by 2, 56-54. So Three Forks in the semifinal. Manhattan with the basketball. We'll give it up to Pierce. Top of the key. Fenno. Back to Pierce. He thought about shooting. No. Quickly. That's going to be over back violation. Over and back violation as Cole Konopka tries to run it down. It'll be Bigfork basketball on the turnover with 6:19 to go. And Levi Taylor right in front of me on the near side. Wade returns to the lineup for Bigfork, replacing Konopka. And Taylor inbound, backcourt to Colin Wade. Across the timeline. Wade looking, gets it up to Epperly. Epperly top of the key. Has George Brown up and under. Oh, Brown nearly made it off the glass. But he'll go to the free throw line. And a nice pass by Colin Wade as Brown able to seal his defender on his back. So Brown, first shot up and good. He'll get one more. Gilliard returns to the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Wyatt Johnson. And George Brown, one more. C. Hall out there, let's go Vikings. Yes, I say that as well. And Brown's second shot on the way is good. For a big guy, George Brown shoots the free throws really well. 17-11 on her Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Pierce will give it up to Jones. Jones with the basketball, top of the key, trying to drive, floats it. Driving baseline, kicking it out. Fenno, three-point shot on the way from Callan Fenno is good. So within three now is Manhattan, 5:50 to go, 17-14. Epperly gives it up to Wade. Wade will give it back to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive the corner. Levi Johnson underneath George Brown. And they're going to call George with the player control foul, or team control foul, excuse me, as he tries to clear the guy out. 5:42 to go. 30, Corbin Johnson back in for Manhattan, replacing Callan Fenno. So Bigfork going into a 2-3 zone. And Jones with the basketball, gives it up to Fenno, back to Jones. He'll give it over to Pierce. Pierce, long three-point shot on the way off the rim, no good. And Taylor able to run it down, saves it back into Gilliard. So great hustle by the senior captain, Levi Taylor. Taylor gets the basketball from Wade, looking underneath. Back out to Wade. Wade guarded by Pierce. Wade looking to drive in the corner. Gilliard's three-point shot this time misses it, but George Brown able to grab it. Gets it out to Epperly. Epperly extended, top of the key, looking to drive around his back. Gives it over to Levi Taylor. Out, looking. Over to Wade. Oh, on the sideline, out of bounds off Pierce from Manhattan. It'll be Bigfork basketball in the front court with 4:53 to go here in the first half. Wade to inbound for the Vikes. Looking backdoor, Levi Taylor gives it to Gilliard. Gilliard underneath the Brown. Brown, George Brown, up, out to Epperly. Epperly top of the key, launches the three, off, no good. And rebounded there by Corbin Johnson. Johnson across the timeline for Manhattan. He'll give it up to Jones. Jones over to Pierce, back to Jones, to Johnson. Pierce, baseline, trying to drive underneath, kicks it out. Is off of Duma. Duma with the basketball will give it up to Jones. Jones looking to drive, cut off by Levi Taylor. Pierce. Fenno. Jones in the corner. Shot on the way. It's going to get blocked, so Duma has to pull it down. He throws it right to Colin Wade. Wade with the basketball now for Bigfork. Pulls up underneath. Rebound, George Brown. Brown fighting for the basketball. And coming up with it is Corbin Johnson. Johnson looking. And nice job by Colin Wade. He stands in there and takes the player control foul. Fouls on 30, Corbin Johnson. And Johnson's second, 14th foul here with 3:52 to go. The Vikes up by 3, 17-14 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Epperly into Wade. Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. Crosses the timeline. Gets it back to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. Looking back door to Gilliard. Nope. He's got Taylor. Taylor comes out, grabs it, top of the key. Taylor looking to drive. Can he give it up? Nope. Doesn't pass it. Taylor. Gilliard. And Bigfork. Coach Hollow calling for a timeout. A 30-second timeout taken by the Vikings here. 3:28 to go here in the first half. And it's 17-14. The Vikes up by 3 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Well, that timeout's pretty much over. And looks like Bigfork's band's here to play, and then their cheerleaders should be performing at halftime, I believe, as well. No score. Hoagie Hoganson out there as he paints away. He'll be here tomorrow. So thanks, Hoagie, for listening. Wade to inbound for the Vikings here in the first half. He's going to finds Eli Thornus underneath Epperly. Epperly off the glass, misses it off the rim. No good. Rebounded there by Duma. He'll give it out quickly as Fenno back in the ball game. Gives it over to Jones. Back out to Fenno. Over to Johnson. Johnson will give it up to Pierce. Pierce looking back door, finds him on the layup drive, misses it. Jones does, and rebounded by Gilliard. Wade, Taylor, left corner, looking. Levi Taylor looking up, blocked. Whistle blows, and he'll go to the free throw line. The outside official seeing that from behind. And Levi Taylor to the line. That's the third personal foul on Corbin Johnson for Manhattan. 15th foul, and Levi Taylor to the line will shoot 2 for the Vikes. Taylor's shot short off the front of the rim. 23, Cole Konopkic will come in for Epperly. And 34, Marcus Fenno will come in replacing Johnson. So Taylor, one more for the Vikes with 2:51 to go here in the first half. Second one is good, 18-14 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Fenno with the basketball. He'll give it over to Jones. Back to Fenno. Pierce looking. Fenno, top of the key. Gives it to his brother. Fenno. Pierce. Fenno, three-point shot. Blocked. Thought it was going to be blocked. And draining it is Callan Fenno for Manhattan. I believe he's made 3. Wade on the drive. He's going to kick it out. Bryce Gilliard looking underneath Eli Thornus. Loses it. Taylor dives in. Going to get whistle for the foul on Callan Fenno. First on Taylor and 18 foul on Bigfork. He's shooting 1-1. So Callan Fenno at the line for Manhattan, 1-1, as they are in the bonus. 18 fouls against Bigfork, 5 against Manhattan. 18-17 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Fenno, 1-1. Makes the first, ties the ball game at 18 with 2:18 to go here in the first half. And he'll get one more for the Tigers. Second shot up, mins it in out. George Brown grabs the rebound. We're tied at 18 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Getting down to the 2-minute mark here. Wade quickly up, Thornus. Thornus looking in the corner. Gilliard underneath, George Brown, drop step, puts it in for 2 by George Brown, and a nice pass there by Gilliard. Quickly up is Jones across the timeline. Pierce pulls up, jumper, hits the floater. Ties the game back at 20. And the Tigers will take a 30-second timeout. 1:49 to go here in the first half. We're tied at 20 in a heck of a ball game here from Bozeman, Montana. A 30-second timeout taken by the Tigers. 1:49 to go, 20-20. Bigfork, his shooting percentage dropped down to 33%. They're 1 of 8 from three-point, and 3 of 7 is Manhattan. Probably the difference why they're in the ball game. 5 of 7 from the free throw line is Bigfork. 3 for 4. Vikings out rebounding Manhattan. 14-9 here in the first half. So Bigfork with the basketball. And Thornus will inbound it to Wade. Wade across the timeline.
He's reaching.
Gives it up to Thornus. Nearly lost it. Thornus, Knopkett in the corner. Into Gilliard. Gilliard out. Looking. Thornus. Three-point shot by Thornus. Off the rim, no good. Gilliard nearly had the rebound. Stolen away by Jones from Manhattan. 119 and counting. Jones quickly up. Gives it up to Pierce. Pierce with the basketball. Over to Fenno. Back to Pierce. Got to watch Fenno. He's a good three-point shooter. He's got 3 threes already. Pierce driving in and losing it out of bounds on the pass is Evan Duma. And Epperly will come back in the ball game for Gilliard. Gilliard, 1 personal foul. 1:01 to go here in the first half, 20-20. On your Gunlock Construction scoreboard, Wade across the timeline, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly looking to hold the ball. In the corner, Wade. Wade will get it underneath. And pass stolen away. Intended for Brown and stolen away by Duma. Quickly up to Pierce. Fenno on the drive, but Bigfork will get whistled for the foul. Epperly, his first 9th team foul. 1-1 for Callan Fenno. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Duma. Duma quickly goes up off the glass, misses it. And Thornus comes up with it, gives it up to Wade. 31 seconds to go. Wade with the basketball. Epperly will give it up to Wade. Looking for one shot to untie the ball game heading into halftime. And Epperly over to Wade. 19 seconds and counting. Over to Epperly. Wade as Jones tries to chase it down. Colin Wade gives it up to Epperly. 9-10 seconds to go. And Epperly with the basketball. Gives it up, Wade. Long three-point shot by Wade is going to be short, no good. And that's going to be your halftime score as they launch one late, but no good. Wow. Good first half, 20-20 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll be back with the halftime stats here from Bozeman, Montana, in first round action of Class B state tournament here in Bozeman. And Bigfork cheerleaders and cheer studs will perform here at halftime. I'll be back from Bozeman momentarily. Well, I was going to bring you halftime stats, but they didn't supply the stat sheet. I'll try to get that. We're tied at 20, so Vikings still need to take advantage of taking the ball inside that, like they started doing early. George Brown, Nick Walker, but Nick Walker got in foul trouble, obviously with 3 in the first half. That kind of hindered things. We'll see how that happens in the second half. Halftime brought to you by Hanson Excavating. Demolition site preparation, excavating, grading, and business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051 or hansonexcavating.com. Well, get ready for the second half. Obviously, teams coming in here and having to get used to, the environment here, openness of the gymnasium and the opportunity scoring. So hopefully Bigfork can hit something in the second half, hit some threes. Colin Wade had a big 3 early, and hopefully Epperly and Gilliard can get going here in the second half for the Vikes. Like I said, one person in foul trouble really for Bigfork. 3 on Nick Walker in the first half. In about under a minute, we'll get underway here with the second half tip-off. Brought to you by Gilliard Painting. Interior, exterior painting, staining, pressure washing, parking lot striping, property caretaking. Chip Gilliard, 1080 Swan Horseshoe Drive, Bigfork, Montana, 210-7794. So 210-7794. Or you can email him at chipgilliard@yahoo.com. So, second half ready to kick off. Low scoring, only 20 points on either side. So something's got to give here in the second half. Oh, here comes my stats for the first half. So, Bigfork overall shooting 30%. Manhattan 39%. So, 1 of 10 from three-point range. They're 3 for 7. The one kid scoring all 3 of those. Free throw 3 for 5. 60%. We're 5 for 7, 71%. Leading the way. Wade with 5, 4 by Walker, 2 by Johnson, Thornis, 4 by George Brown, and 2 by Epperly, 1 by Taylor in the first half. Leading the way is 7. Callan Fenno with the 2 threes he says he has. So Levi Taylor, Bigfork with the basketball to start the second half, and gives it up Gilliard. Now gives it up to Colin Wade. Colin Wade looking. Had Epperly backdoor. Couldn't quite get there. Epperly looking to drive. Up and under. It goes Colin Wade, puts it off the glass with the right hand and scores 2 as he takes it past Pierce for Manhattan. Bigfork in a trap defense. Pierce will get it across the timeline. Will give it up as Jones comes across. Shoots a floater. Bounces in and out. Epperly quickly with the rebound. And Wade quickly up finds Levi Taylor. Taylor on the other end looking off the glass. And he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. The foul's on Marcus Fenno. And Taylor will go to the line. Second on Fenno. First team foul here in the second half. And Taylor at the line to shoot 2 for the Vikes. Makes the first one. He'll get one more. And Taylor still at the line. Second one rolls off the iron, off the backboard and falls. 24-20 here on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Yep. Over back violation, number 30. So a guy was in the front court. He passed it to him, but 30 had not established the front court. There is an over back violation. Good call by the official as Corbin Johnson was in the air, caught the ball, and you can't do that here. So Bigfork basketball. Wade, Epperly, Taylor, underneath Gilliard. Gilliard out. Taylor, three-point shot on the way is good by Levi Taylor, and Bigfork takes a timeout. So a good start to the second half for the Vikes. They put up 7 early on a 7-0 run here in the first minute and 12. So 6:58 to go here in the third quarter, and the Vikings lead 27-20 here on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Go Vikes and vows from your friends at Glacier Bank. Member FDIC. A 30-second timeout taken here in Bozeman, Montana. 406-270-7384. I didn't get a chance to play that for you. I'll play that tomorrow, the senior interview before their game tomorrow, I promise. Get started a little bit earlier, what they had to say. So, all right, out of the timeout, Manhattan will get the basketball in the backcourt, and Bigfork to put on that pressure defense. Looking to trap. Pierce quickly across the timeline, gets it in the corner, looking Epperly trapping, gets it over to Corbin Johnson. Johnson with the 3 fouls. He'll give it up to Jones. Jones will get it back from Johnson over the corner. Fenno looking to drive, kicks it out. And Taylor right there, putting pressure all over Jones. Jones with the basketball top of the key. Fenno, 3-point shot on the way is good by Marcus Fenno. So 4 of 8 for them, shooting 50%. That's pretty good at 3-point range. Wade will give it up to Epperly. Epperly right side, guarded by Fenno. Brings it out. Taylor back to Epperly. Epperly right side in the corner. Wade looking back to Epperly. Over to Levi Taylor. Looking to get it underneath. Epperly pulls up jumper. Off the glass, the bank is open late today as Epperly drains it for 2 using the glass. Jones quickly over. Johnson, Fenno, 3-point shot from the corner is good by Marcus Fenno. And Bigfork needs to match up on that. Ball over to Epperly. Epperly in the corner, Colin Wade. Wade looking, finds Taylor. Epperly guarded there by Jones. Nick Walker top of the key. Taylor on the drive, up. Rolls it in for 2. Is Levi Taylor on the drive. 31-26 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Pierce looking. Fenno, left side. They'll give it out to Jones. Or check that, Johnson. We'll give it over to Pierce. Pierce guarded by Colin Wade. Bryce Gilliard nearly stealing it away from Fenno. Fenno throws it up on a floater, and Nick Walker with the rebound. Gets it up, quickly up. Levi Taylor on the drive. He got fouled on the nice pass, outlet pass, quickly to Taylor as he ran the floor. Taylor back to the line to shoot 2. Second personal on Fenno. Second team foul. Or check that on Pierce. Taylor makes the first one. And he'll get one more. 32-26, 6-point lead. 4:45 to go here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Taylor's second shot up. This time short. And off the front of the rim. Johnson grabs the rebound. Pierce quickly over to Duma. Duma on the drive. Epperly, nice job right there guarding him. Blocks it again. The second time. Pierce with the rebound. Isaac Epperly using his soccer skills. Boots that one into the stands, folks. It'll be Manhattan basketball. He couldn't get to it with his hand, but he just used his feet. So good job there by the junior, denying Manhattan. And Jones will inbound. Jones will get it out to Pierce. Underneath, Duma. Duma's going to go to the free throw line. That'll be the first team foul on Bigfork. Johnson with the personal as he has come to the ball game for Bigfork. Along with Thornes. That's a rotation used by head coach John Hollow. First one is good, 32-27. 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. The Vikings lead by 5 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. One more, 32-28 now on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Epperly with the basketball for the Vikes. Quickly dribbling across, stops, gets it up to Wade. Wade will bring it out near half court. Trying to really spread the floor is Bigfork. Gets it over to Epperly. Epperly going right. Drive right in. Looks backdoor. Gilliard back to Epperly. Epperly goes up. Puts it off the glass. And Pierce comes up with the ball for Manhattan as he misses it. Jones gives it up to Fennell. Back out to Corbin Johnson. Back to Pierce on the left side. Duma. And the whistle blows. Wyatt Johnson with another personal. Third personal on Johnson. Second team foul on the Vikes here in the second half. Manhattan trying to inbound. Gets it up. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Manhattan as Evan Duma, the 6-footer, really fighting for it underneath. Bigfork needs to box out a little bit better. And Duma gets fouled. They go to the free throw line. First shot, bounces right off the rim, no good. Number 10, Callum Fennell in, replacing Pierce. And one more for Evan Duma. 3:38 to go here in the third quarter. Second shot is good, 32-29. Hunter Hansen excavating scoreboard. Epperly across the timeline, going to take it right at him. Right to the glass, gets it blocked, gets fouled by the body. And that foul is going to be on Jones, I believe. And Epperly to the line. First one on Jones, third team foul. Epperly to the line, shooting 2 for the Vikes. First shot up by Epperly off the back of the rim, no good. Levi Taylor will come back in for Bigfork. He'll give Thornus a break as he replaces him with 3:28 to go. 3-point lead by the Vikings. Epperly, one more. This one off the rim, no good. Taylor fighting for it. Comes up with it as Gilliard off the rim. Taylor gets one more, puts it back up and gets fouled by Duma. Evan Duma with his first personal 4-team foul. And Taylor at the line. Shooting 2. Rolls it in for the first one. Cole Kodopkin comes in for Johnson. 33-29. Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. The Vikes lead. One more for Taylor. Drains the second one, 34-29. So a 5-point lead here with 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Callum Fennell across the timeline for Manhattan. Looking. Trying to find Johnson. Johnson gets away from Epperly. Tries to go in. And off the glass, puts it over Taylor as Johnson scores for 2. Quickly, Cole Konopke underneath. Taylor, strong. This time misses the shot. And on the rebound, going to get called for the personal. So that's Taylor's second 14 foul on Bigfork with 2:51 to go here in the third quarter. 34-31. Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Johnson underneath. They're going to call Taylor with the foul. That's Taylor's third and 15th foul. At the line to shoot 2, Evan Duma trying to take over for Manhattan, the senior. First shot is short off the front of the rim, no good. George Brown replacing Colin Wade, so getting Wade a little bit of a breather for the Vikes. And at the line, Duma will get one more with 2:41 to go. Here in the third quarter. Duma's second shot, no good. Taylor with the rebound.
He's all over him.
And Taylor gets the rebound, gives it up to Epperly looking. Drive. Taylor in the corner. Gilliard. 3-point shot on the way. Short. Gilliard gets his own rebound. Up, under, off the glass. Gilliard scores. And 36-31 now. On your Gilliard painting scoreboard. The Vikings lead. In Johnson trying to drive. And right there is Gilliard to take the charge. Johnson. That's going to be Johnson's fourth, and he'll have to sit. Pierce comes in on the player control foul. That's a 15 foul, and fourth again against Johnson. Thorness will come in for Taylor.
Good job, Levi. Let's go, Eli.
And Bigfork to inbound with 2:07 to go here in the third quarter. Epperly gets it from Konopkic. Going to be guarding, pressure put on by Jones in the backcourt. Epperly up around the back. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Epperly. And Epperly going to drags the pivot foot, get called for the traveling. As pressure put on by Manhattan. Nick Walker back in the ballgame with his 3 personals with 1:52 to go here in the third quarter. Jones will inbound to Callan Fenno. Fenno looking, got to watch him for that 3-point shot. Back to top of the key, Fenno. Over to Pierce. Pierce looking underneath. And nice shot there by Duma off the glass for 2. Quickly in, Epperly with the basketball for Bigfork. Underneath, Nick Walker. Walker going to take it right at him. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded. Taken away from Thorness by Duma. And Fenno with the basketball. He'll give it over to Jones. Jones up to Duma. Duma looking to take Epperly down low. Throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Nick Walker. He'll give it up to Epperly. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. 36-33 on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Epperly guarded by Jones. Gilliard, top of the key. Nick Walker up. Pierce swats it away. And no foul called. And Pierce with the basketball for Manhattan. Under 40 seconds to go. Fenno back to Pierce. Looks like Manhattan's going to hold for 1. They give it over to Jones. Jones got it by Konopkic. A 3-point ball game. Cole Konopkic steals it away. He's going to take it all the way. Off the glass, no good. And Cole Konopkic misses. Loose ball. Gilliard comes up with the loose ball, goes up and gets fouled. He never gave up on the ball as it got away from Manhattan. And that foul's on number 10, Callan Fenno. And that is Fenno's first 16 foul. Bryce Gilliard at the line to shoot 2. 15.1 to go. The Vikes leaves 36-33 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Shot up and good on the first one, and he'll get one more. Gilliard, second shot up. This one's good as well. A 5-point lead, 15.1 to go. And the Vikings will be in the bonus next time, next foul. Gets it over to Jones. Jones guarded by Konopkic. And Pierce with the basketball. Looking to drive on Epperly. Gets it over. Duma. At the buzzer, no good as it rolls off the rim. So, 3 quarters complete. One more to go to punch your ticket. 8 minutes to the semi-final matchup with Three Forks on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. It's the Vikings 38 and the Tigers 33 from Bozeman, Montana. I'll be back with the fourth quarter here. All right, we're back here in Bozeman, Montana. 1 quarter to go, 8 minutes. It's Manhattan trailing 38-33 to Bigfork. And with the basketball to start the fourth quarter, he'll give it over to Corbin Johnson. Johnson has the basketball, gives it up to Fenno. He'll give it over to Pierce. Back to Fenno. Johnson changing. Fenno looking to get that three-point look, I think, for either Fenno boy who really can shoot the basketball, especially from three-point range. He tries to, drives it. Nick Walker blocks it out of the air. Gives it up. Colin Wade up underneath. No foul. Pierce with the rebound for Manhattan. Pierce in the corner. Three-point shot by Fenno is good by Marcus Fenno. And Bigfork with a 2-point lead now. 7 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Colin Wade out, guarded by Fenno. Over to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. We'll give it up. Bryce Gilliard looking underneath. Right behind is Jones. For Johnson, steals it away. Pass intended for Walker. Out to Jones. Back to Johnson. In the corner to Jones. Back to Johnson, top of the key. Gives it over to Callum Fenno. He'll give it over to Jones. Fenno, top of the key. Moving around. 3-point shot by Pierce on the way. So Manhattan bringing out the threes here in the fourth quarter. And they're 7 of 11. Colin Wade, Bigfork only 2 of 12. Levi Taylor looking to drive. Spin move up, under, off the glass. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Nice spin move by Taylor. Foul's going to be called to number 10, Callum Fenno. That's going to be his second 17th foul. Taylor was shooting too, so he'll get 2 free throws. Vikings trail 39-38. First one rolls it in. We're tied at 39. 39 apiece on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. And Duma back in the lineup for Manhattan. Manhattan senior laden. 7 seniors on this team for Manhattan. Taylor's second shot up. Rolls it in. Good for 2. And the Vikes lead 40-39 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Pierce quickly up. Looking to drive against Epperly. Corner. Duma looking. Up, under. Lays it up. Misses it. Gilliard with the rebound. He'll give it up to Epperly. 6 minutes to go. And Epperly up the right side. Underneath Taylor. Taylor looking. Driving. And Bigfork will take a full timeout. A full timeout taken by Bigfork. 5:58 to go. 40-39 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard here from Bozeman, Montana. The Vikes lead. I'll be back with the completion of this ball game from Bozeman, Montana, Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. All right, we're back here in Brick Breeden Fieldhouse, the campus of MSU, and the 2021-22 Class B state basketball tournament. Epperly inbound, gets it into Wade. Wade in the right corner, looking for Epperly underneath. Gilliard, Taylor looking to drive. Takes it up, under, off the glass, scores it for 2, and Taylor will go to the line. The senior forward for the Vikes. Taking over here. Chance Clark says, go Thorn this. Well, he can't go right now. He's not in the ball game, but Taylor certainly is. Taylor scores the bucket, gets the free throw, and misses it short. Walker better be careful reaching over the top. 42-39, 5:43 to go. on your Flathead Lake Glad scoreboard. Epperly's going to steal it away. Pierce riding him all the way. And a whistle blows as Pierce trying to stop Epperly, who steals the pass intended for Pierce. And Epperly will go to the line as the Vikes are in the bonus. 19 fouls on Manhattan, so 1-1 for Isaac Epperly. The next foul against Manhattan will be double bonus, so they get 2. That is Pierce's 4th personal. Pierce quickly up, stolen away by Gillard, pass intended for Fenno. And Wade with the basketball. Wade will give it up to Epperly. Epperly will bring it across the timeline for the Vikings. Duma trying to out-guard him there. And Epperly looking to drive on Pierce. Pierce with the 4 personals. Floater goes up. Epperly misses it. Goes and grabs it. To be held ball. And Bigfork will retain possession. Bigfork actually no held ball. They were awarded a timeout. The place is not happy. The Manhattan fans aren't happy. "30-second timeout taken by the Vikings, so they'll remain with the possession arrow and also remain the timeout. 42-39. Actually, it's a full timeout. Check that. Vikings back out on the court, and they have the basketball here. 5:07 to go in the ball game. 42-39. Vikes up by 3. On your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. So inbounding underneath. Looks like Colin Wade kind of blocked by the players from here, from the sideline, directly on the sideline, half court. Got a great seat for these ball games today. And Wade to inbound for Bigfork, making sure everything is copacetic and going back here. So they're ready to go with the TV and everything. Epperly inbound. Underneath, Gillard, backdoor cut. Nice pass by Epperly to Gillard. Quickly up the court. So Epperly will get called for the personal. And that is Epperly's second 6-team foul. So Manhattan will get the ball underneath. Cole Konopnik will come in for Walker. Manhattan basketball, 4:55 to go here in the ball game. Quickly out. Fenno fakes a 3. Fenno gets it. He gets it back to Jones. Jones with the basketball. Guarded by Konopnik. Jones looking to drive. And timeout taken by Manhattan. A full timeout with 4:45 to go. The Vikings leading by 5. 44-39. So they're up by 5 here with the 4:45 to go. It'll be a full timeout. I'll be back with the completion of the ball game here. As Bigfork leads 44-39 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard from Bozeman, Montana. Back in Bozeman, Manhattan with the basketball, 4:45 to go, 44-39, the Vikes lead. Jones, top of the key, looking. You got to cover those three-point shots. Callan on the drive for Manhattan, misses it. Taylor with the rebound, gives it to Wade. Wade with the basketball. Slow things down for Bigfork. They set things up. Wade stolen away by Manhattan. Epperly with the block. He'll get called for the personal as Wyatt Jones was going to the basket. And 2 shots for Jones. Fouls on number 3, Epperly. That's his third 7-team foul. So he was shooting. That's what the officials were discussing. So he'll get 2 free throws with 4:18 to go. First shot up and good by Jones. Pierce will come back in with the 4 personals. So Pierce and Johnson both with 4 for Manhattan. And Jones at the line shooting 1 more. Misses that one. Epperly with a rebound. 44-40. 4-point lead. 4:10 to go here in the ballgame. Epperly crosses the timeline for Bigfork. Jones trying to come out and guard him. Gilliard. Well, double bonus time because that's the 10th team foul on Manhattan. That's number 24, Evan Duma's personal. And that's the second on Duma. 10th team foul. So double bonus the rest of the way for the Vikings with 4:04 to go. All the Vikings have to do is make their free throws down the stretch. Epperly sinks the first one. And he'll get 1 more. 45-40. Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Epperly's second shot rolls around, drops. 46-40 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Manhattan inbounds to Jones. Jones across the timeline. Guarded by Konopik. Konopik very quick as a guard. He'll give it over to Johnson. Johnson with the 4 personals. Long 3 on the way. Pierce going to drive. Baseline. And Levi Taylor right there. Looked like a charge. That'll be the 4th personal on Taylor. Taylor with 15 for the Vikes. Either Taylor picks up his 4th or Pierce fouls out for Manhattan. He'll go to the free throw line for the Tigers. Makes the first one on a 1-on-1, and he'll get 1 more with 3:45 to go. Second shot by Pierce. Rolls around, no good. Right there is Taylor with the rebound. He'll give it up to Epperly for the Vikes. 46-41. Vikes lead by 5. 3:37 to go. Epperly across the timeline. Goes around his back. We'll give it up to Colin Wade. Colin Wade looking to drive. Kicks it out. Gilliard. Gives it up to Wade. Wade looking to drive. Up. Gives it to Taylor. Out to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive on Pierce. Up, no good. Rebounded there by Johnson for Manhattan. A strong shot by quickly Jones. Comes up, kicks it in the corner. 3-point shot on the way, good by Marcus Fenno. 46-44. 3 minutes to go. Wade kicks it out. Cole Konopik. 3-point shot off the rim, no good. Right there is Taylor with the rebound. Puts it back up for the Vikes. 48-44. 2:45 to go. A heck of a ball game here between the Vikes and the Tigers. They'll give it up. Fenno looking to drive. Kicks it over. Out to Jones. Jones driving. Layup. Oh, blocked by Konopik. Taylor with it after the Konopik block. 2:30 to go. And Epperly crossing the timeline for Bigfork. Jones. Colin Wade in the corner. Cole Konopik. Looking to drive. Konopik over to Gilliard. 3-point shot by Gilliard. On the way, sinks it from the right corner. 51-44, 2 minutes to go. as the Vikings lead by 7 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Jones got it by Fennell, looking to get 3-point shot. Konopkic right there. Pierce, backdoor cut. Duma. And that's going to be the 4th on Taylor as Evan Duma takes it in, misses the shot, but will get 2 free throws. Number 10, Callan Fennell comes in the ballgame for his brother Marcus. And Nick Walker going to come on getting instructions from head coach John Hollow. Nice ball game by Levi Taylor. And to the line is Evan Duma for Manhattan. Rolls the first one in, and he'll get one more. With 1:54 to go, 6-point lead, 51-45 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Second shot up and is good. Epperly gives it to Gear to inbound. Looks it, gives it over to Wade. Wade on the right side. Pressure put on, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly, Wade. In the corner, Nick Walker. Nick Walker out to Wade. Over to Epperly. Going to make him foul underneath Gilliard. Gilliard out. Gives it over to Konopkic. Back out to Wade. Epperly. They don't need to shoot the basketball. They're in double bonus time. Jones. Colin Wade. 1:29 to go. 51-46, 5-point lead. Epperly with the basketball. Got to take care of it. Epperly. Wade. Personal call as whistle blows. Wade driving in, and Wade will go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:18 to go. Fouls on number 32, Wyatt Jones. That's Jones' second. And Colin Wade at the line, shooting double bonus, 2 shots with 1:18 to go. Wade misses the first one. He'll get another. And Marcus Fennell back in the ballgame for Manhattan. And they'll give the basketball to Wade. Wade a couple dribbles. This one's going to go in. 6-point lead, 2 possession ball game. Under 1:15 to go. Johnson over the right side. Looking underneath Johnson. And timeout taken by Manhattan. 1:08 to go here in the ball game. 52-46 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. The Vikings lead this one by 6. Another foul by Bigfork puts Manhattan in the double bonus. Bigfork already in the double bonus, so they're getting the basketball. They don't need to shoot. Go to the free throw line. Got to make their free throws. Wade 1 of 2 in the last one. Epperly 2 of 2 before that. So the Epperly free throws can seal the deal down the stretch. Manhattan takes a timeout, and they will have the ball. Possession arrow points towards Bigfork. So if there's a tie-up, the Vikings keep the basketball. With 1:08 to go, so a really good ball game here. As Nick Walker's in now, and Johnson and Pierce with 4 personals apiece in the ball game. Bigfork have 2 players, Epperly and Walker with 3. Konopkic looking underneath, gonna feed it to Duma. Duma looking off the glass, good. Wade with the rebound for Bigfork. He pulls it out. 55 seconds to go. Epperly with the basketball. Across the timeline, guarded by Jones. And it didn't know over the back because they tipped it. Epperly smart, letting it go in the backcourt. Konopkic will give it up. Epperly doesn't need to shoot. 40 seconds to go. Out to Konopkic. And Konopkic fouled by Marcus Fennell. That'll be the 3rd on Fennell. And Konopkic will go to the line, shooting double bonus, 2 shots. 36.7 to go, 52-46. And Wyatt Johnson at the scores table to check in. Goal Konopkic, the sophomore guard. Up and in. And Wyatt Johnson will come in for Nick Walker. Defense for offense, I think, there. Gilliard will go back. Epperly will go stand at the free throw area. Knopke, second shot, rolls it in. Good, 54-46, 8-point lead. So a 3-possession game with 35 seconds to go. Johnson, they give it up to Fenn. A long 3-point shot off the rim, rebounded by Manhattan. Baseline, Pierce, stolen by Gilliard. Gilliard with the basketball. And Gilliard will get fouled there by Evan Duma. That's going to be the third personal on Duma, and Gilliard's going to go to the line. To shoot 2. Gilliard's first shot off the back of the rim, no good. Gilliard, one more. Makes this one. So a 9-point lead, 3-possession game, 20 seconds to go. He travels. Does Wyatt Jones. And Bigfork basketball. 15.7 to go. Gives it up to Epperly. Over to Wade. 8 seconds to go. Manhattan's going to pull it out. Wade going to hold on to the basketball. And the Vikings will head to the semifinal to take on Malta. 55-46 as the Vikings win this one. Or check that. We'll take on Three Forks at 6:30 tomorrow. Manhattan will head to take on Malta in loser out action here. I'll be back with post game as I try to get the head coach, John Hollow, and a player over here to talk to me post game. I'll be back with your stats and post game here from Bozeman, Montana. Final 55-46. The Vikings move on to the semifinals. Well, welcome back here. It looks like some stats still up. Bigfork shooting 38%, so same thing for Manhattan. Manhattan 8 of 13 from three-point range. Bigfork only 3 of 14. Free throws 20 of 29 for the Vikes. 29 rebounds, out-rebound them 29-23. Assists 5-2. Manhattan over Bigfork. They were 10 for 17 from the free throw line. Gilliard had 10, Epperly 6, 2 by Johnson, Konopka 2. Konopka played a really good ball game, but Levi Taylor leading the way, just being a beast. Angie Killian out there listening to the Vikes, trying to get the coach here to join me on the post game and maybe bring Levi Taylor with him. But may have gone into the locker room. So final here is the Vikings will move into the semifinals, take on Three Forks. They'll play at 6:30 tomorrow night as they win this one 55-46 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. And postgame brought to you by Gilliard Painting. And coach and them are coming out of the locker room. Hopefully I can bring somebody over to talk to on the post-game show here from Bozeman, Montana State Tournament. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Bigfork will take on Three Forks Malton. Manhattan play at 12 o'clock at noon tomorrow in loser-out action. The Valkyries, if you didn't hear, already lost. They'll play in loser-out action tomorrow at 9 a.m., and they'll take on Columbus in that ball game. Here from Bozeman, Montana, Class B state tournament. Well, thanks for listening out there. Connor Coleman, love the boys and the coaches. Great job, guys. Connor Coleman trying to get coach and a player to come over and talk to me here on the postgame show. Let me go see if I can grab somebody. I'll be right back with the postgame here from Bozeman, Montana. Post game brought to you by Gilliard Painting, Chip Gilliard and Gilliard Painting. I'm here with Isaac Epperly. Kind of a crazy ball game, and what you guys had to do down the stretch. Maybe you learned this from the Florence game. You guys really stepped up and made your free throws. I thought in the ball game. Talk about that. You got to the double bonus, and you didn't need to score when you had the lead.
Yeah, we struggled. We struggled at the first half, but when we came out of the second, we tried to maintain a solid lead and try not to do anything stupid and turn the ball over and just trust in our free throws and our team.
20-20 at halftime, they really put up the three-point shot and made a lot of threes. That's off the board up there, but they outshot you from three-point range. Those two Fennell brothers were really draining it. But you guys, 20 of 29 from the free throw line for the ball game. Talk about that and your teammates and trusting each other and taking the ball to the basket there at the end. What were you guys trying to do?
When we have guys struggling, we got other teammates who can pick up the slack and go to the rim when they want to and provide some buckets for us. And that's what happened. We had some guys step up and play good defense and take care of the ball.
Well, and Gilly hits a big, huge three over there in the corner, right towards in the second half as the clock was running down. Gave you that big lead, basically a 2-possession lead, right? A six-point ball game, and then you guys were able to really just slow them down and get the rebounds and then go to the line at the end.
Yeah, Bryce has been shooting well for us all year, and he's really good in the fourth quarter and making smart decisions and making the right shots, and that's what he did tonight, and he put us up.
Well, looking at overall, if you take a look at scoring-wise, Levi, monster game on the glass again. 17 points. Bryce had 10. Colin had 8. You had 6. But you guys all contribute. Nick Walker even had 4. Thornus, George Brown with 3 really stepped up for you guys as well coming in. I thought you guys were trying to take advantage of it and take it down low against that team.
Yeah, we have some big guys and some good mismatches, and when we have our subs come in, we try and dish it to George and Eli and some of our bigger post players, and they've been providing for us all year.
Well, I think their top total points with Marcus Fennell, hit those 4 for 5 from three-point line. He scores 14, but everybody else 7, couple 9s. Jaden Pierce and Evan Duma 9 apiece for Manhattan. So, well, did you watch the Three Forks game before?
Yep.
That was a heck of a ball game, 56-54 over Malta. So you get them tomorrow, get time to rest and play at 6:30 tomorrow night. In semifinal, and a chance to put yourself in the chipper. You guys probably gonna go get something to eat, rest.
Yeah, gonna head back to the hotel.
And come back. So.
Yep.
Well, okay. It doesn't look like I don't see.
I'll go grab them for you.
Looks like your dad's pointing here, so I'll let you go. And I appreciate you joining me on the post game. Nice ball game. Way to pull one out. Way to do what you guys needed to do at the end. Rebounding and really making your free throws at the end to pull this one out and win this one 55-40. So you win by 9. So thanks, Isaac. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in the coach, John Hollow. He warmed it up for you, Coach. Well, John, that was a heck of a win for you guys. And I thought the key really, other than Levi Taylor putting up 17 and just so strong on the boards, putting things back up. But you guys hit free throws down the stretch. 20 of 29 for the free throw line.
Were we really?
Yep.
We were due after the season of free throw shooting we've had.
Well, you know what? I look at I take that to you guys really learned from the Florence ball game, right? We had a chance to close that one out, and you guys didn't make your free throws, turn the ball over. I thought you took better care of the basketball, were more patient with the basketball because you knew you were in double bonus and just go to the free throw line. Let them foul you. You don't need to score.
Is this the stats? Sorry, I haven't even seen anything.
Yeah, they bring them out to me. So 17. Taylor leads away, and he's just been playing really good basketball. I mean, everybody has. They've been really stepping up. So talk about the win and what'd you tell your kids in the locker room after the game?
I've said this a couple times. You've probably heard me say it. Good teams find a way to win when they don't play at their best. We didn't play at our best today. We didn't shoot real great. But the two things that have hurt us all season has been free throws and turnovers. Tonight we had 4 turnovers. And like you said, 20 of 29. Levi Taylor was a beast tonight. He was a man on a mission. Our big guys, George Brown didn't play a lot tonight because of the matchup we had. There were a lot of guards. Yeah. But he gave us great minutes when he got in there. So, again, Cole Kanopik tonight, a young sophomore in his first state tournament. Came in and did a nice job. So, really proud of the guys. the first game at the state tournament when you have never been there, and we have 12 of our 13 guys that have never been there. The first one's the hardest to win. Somehow we found a way to do it. Defensively, we were really good. I don't know how many threes they hit against us, but
the one guy was 4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Yeah.
So they were 8 of 13.
Yeah, and that's so you guys had to make it up somewhere, and you got it at the free throw line. But I thought you really really played well. So you'll take on Three Forks tomorrow in semifinal action. Chance to get to the chipper.
Yep.
If you can take care of business tomorrow, just keep playing that way. I thought kids came in, played hard. Cole, that ball was over here, and he just lunged at it. Tipped it away and then stole it, and had a chance to go down and score. So he really played well as well. I mean, all of them did.
He's a great athlete.
Yes, he's really quick. So
you've seen it.
Connor Coleman saying beep, this guy's out there listening to the ball game. Well, I'll let you go. I know you guys want to go back to the hotel, get a break, get something to eat. So I'll probably join you as well. Yep. I'll talk to Levi next time. I think because of the 15-minute, I didn't get to do the senior stuff before the game. I told him I'll just play that tomorrow.
Yeah.
With 15 minutes in between, trying to get those long pregame interviews on there. But congratulations on a huge win, for the Vikes, and we'll see you in the semifinals
Thank
tomorrow.
you. I'm proud of our kids. Bigfork should be proud of our kids. They represented well today. I'm really excited for them. Thanks, James.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Can I steal these?
Let me read some of this stuff off. Let him take it. I'll give this to you. As soon as I read it. So in that ball game, Marcus Fenno was 4 for 5 from 3-point. Callum was 2 for 3. Overall, we're talking about 8 for 13, but 10 of 17 from the free throw line. Bigfork 20 and 29, 3 for 14 from 3-point range, 16 for 42 overall. So just a big, huge win. Overall shooting percentage both 38. 3-point range all the way 62% by Manhattan, 21% for us. Free throws, we outshot them 69% to 58%. So that wraps it up. Vikings win this one. They'll take on Three Forks 6:30 tomorrow. We'll have pregame about 6:10. But you want to catch me tomorrow morning as 9 o'clock as the Valkyries will take on Columbus in loser out action. Once again, James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals here from Bozeman, Montana, home of the Class B State Basketball Championships. And the Vikings win this one final, 55-46 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you and hear you tomorrow. Thanks from Bozeman, Montana. Good night.